We're still missing one big part of the character, perhaps the biggest, which is the actor himself. Because who the actor is a huge part of the character. All actors have an essential personality that they can never completely escape. Think Tom Cruise or Harrison Ford in anything they've done. This is the part that you couldn't beat out of them even if you wanted to. There's no actor who can do everything. Everyone has their islands. And this is not something actors like to believe, but even with their best, most versatile acting, they're going to be plus minus 20% of their basic DNA. Here we have another actor playing the murderer.
Who needs a new beer?
It's not right or wrong, but with a different actor, it's going to be a different character. Not just because of different choices, but because of who they are.
Okay, everybody calm down. I need to concentrate.
This is why casting is so crucial. You have to find someone who already has the wiring needed for the character.
On the night of the 24th, you went to the quarry to dump a KitchenAid mixer. Why?
You can't just hire anyone and expect them to do Cosmo Kramer because actors aren't impersonators. It has to already be in them somewhere. Like Stevie here, who actually does an excellent Kramer. And that's wonderful, but it's not something we can control. It's only something we can cast.
Listen, I was wondering if you're not doing anything later. You want to go somewhere?
I don't know. I got someplace I need to be, or something bad might happen.
Something bad? You fighting crime at night?
In a way.
That's not to say that actors are stuck with their islands. As part of preparing for a role, actors spend weeks or months trying to figure out the behavior of a character, how they think, how they carry themselves, and so on.
We went out and, we had a pretty good time.
Come on, details. Did you make out?
And gradually, they get to a new place where they're strong. You might not see the process, but every actor does this work, and it is work. Some actors are like sponges and just extract behavior from the environment.
Listen, I was wondering, if you're free later, do you want to go somewhere?
It's fun to work with people like that, but it's important to realize that they still have very specific islands.
Listen, I was wondering, if you weren't doing anything later, do you want to go somewhere?
Even the best actors fall apart outside their range, so it's important to embrace who they are instead of trying to push them out where they aren't strong. Because we're just forcing them to fail. It really is the trick to good acting to use people for what they're already good at. So that's 3 things so far that cause the character you see on the screen: the active ideas, the story character, and the essential personality. But the critical mistake that actors and directors make is not being clear on this nuance and then pushing all the wrong buttons. Many directors push actors to be more and more, for example, more evil, not realizing that only a small part of it happens in this scene. This would be something we'd get over time by seeing what he does and what choices he makes. No matter how hard we push the actor in this scene, he can't do what needs to come from the story character. It just becomes cartoon evil. It's also very normal for directors to desensitize to things that are working.
I'm 200 yards away. Measure yourself.
We can feel new ideas the first time, but we quickly zero out and then we need more. And we're often too distracted and under too much pressure to really feel what the actors are doing. So the dolly arrives late.
Right.
Or it never arrives. So we push for more and more. But we're fixing something that isn't broken.
He can't be prosecuted for the same crime again. What are you hoping to achieve?
It doesn't matter what crime he suffers for. Just that he suffers.
Actors also misunderstand where the character comes from. As an actor, you don't think much of your own personality. After all, you live with yourself every day, so it's nothing special. Even if you have a terrific personality that's perfect for the part, it's invisible to you. You feel that you have to do something more when in fact just sitting there is almost good enough. Even if the actor is a big star or seems very self-confident, it's a pretty safe bet that he wonders if he's good enough. This is made worse by the auditioning process, which chips away at your self-confidence. And it's impossible not to take it personally when you don't get the part. Most actors have also experienced emotionally brutal acting teachers or directors whose technique was to verbally abuse them into being more real, quote unquote.
How is he making you feel? Right in here. How's he making you feel? Go again and go faster. Go.
I totally disagree. This was the right decision and you know it.
Which is ironic because it shuts down the very sensitivity you need in order to be an actor.
Do you have any kind of strength and will inside of yourself to stand up for yourself?
And finally, actors just aren't very aware of how the character comes together over time. After all, their job is to be focused in this scene. But they feel responsible for making the whole character visible now, which isn't possible. So you can see the pattern, because all of these things lead us to pushing harder than is necessary. And it's this pushing that's the number one reason for bad acting. Think about it.
I totally disagree. This was the right decision and you know it.
It doesn't matter. We've made our decision and we're going with Electra.
But it's such a stupid name.
Don't you understand that we have rules? There is a chain of command that I have to follow.
What the hell happened to you?
You're fired.
Mark, what are you doing?
So this is the definition of soap opera. They're trying too hard and pushing too hard. Everything is on maximum. There's probably a director on the side asking for more emotion. There's an impatience to have the characters be visible right now, and there's no trust in the story character developing over time. And neither the actors nor the director value being natural. So it's a bit of a mess. In order to be natural on camera, you need to believe in everything that's already working for you. You need to believe that the story is carrying you. You need to believe that you're interesting enough as a person that just standing there doing nothing is already valuable. And you need to not demand that all of the character be visible right now. If you can create that kind of self-acceptance, something incredible happens.
What? Baby, come on.
I feel so stupid.
Instead of us doing everything in overdrive, we play the intention with just the right amount of power to get the job done. And then suddenly it becomes real. It's this natural behavior that we're looking for.